Today we are celebrating National Community Development Week in recognition of the importance of the Community Development Block Grant Program in our communities. Each spring, the City of Phoenix, in union with cities and municipalities throughout the nation, celebrate the value and accomplishments of the CDBG and home programs during the National CDBG Week. National Community Development Week provides an ideal opportunity to educate citizens and local level as well as members of the Congress regarding the CDBG program and its critical importance to the lives of low and moderate income individuals in our community. This annual event is designed to focus local as well as national attention on the many outstanding accomplishments of the CDBG program, funded through the U.S. Department of Housing and Development. Every year, the City of Phoenix acknowledges the exceptional work of agencies and organizations such as yours that have received CDBG funds for projects and programs within our city. Nationally, CDBG grants are provided to over 1,200 local governments to devise neighborhood approaches that improve the physical, economic, and social conditions of our communities. Phoenix has been a recipient of CDBG funds for the last 40 years. We're celebrating the 40-year anniversary this year, and it has gone very quickly. We've touched many, many homes and people within our community. And these funds have contributed to a wide range of community development activities directed towards neighborhood revitalization, affordable housing, economic development, and the provision of improved community facilities and services. For this year's program, we will recognize 6 outstanding partners and programs that exemplify the best of CDBG programs. Here to help us celebrate these accomplishments are, and we'll have a chance to speak, we have City of Phoenix District 8 Councilwoman Kate Gallego. She is a staunch supporter of all things community development. She is the chair of the Neighborhood Housing and Development and is constantly proving all the great things that we do all here that we're recognizing here today. My boss, Deputy City Manager Deanna Jonovich, couldn't make it, or hasn't made it just yet. She got tied up with a mayoral type of thing this morning, so if she comes here, we'll recognize her. We also have, from our local HUD office, Noemi Gergi in the house, so she's the one who helps us get all these funds and facilitate them and monitor them each and every year. She's a great advisor to the City of Phoenix over the years, so thank you for coming out today. And we have some distinguished members of our Citizens Community Development Review Committee. Jeff Stevens, the chairman. We also have Betsy Buxer, and we have Griselda Valles. They get to see finally the fruits of their labor. They go through hundreds of applications every year, demanding or requesting millions of dollars. I mean, seriously, 3 times as much money as we have, but it gets whittled down through their countless hours that they have to review these and try and make the best decisions and the most competitive grants that go out there. Joe Belville in the house. Hi, Joe. He's been doing this program for years before he retired, so it's nice to see our retirees come back and support us afterwards. So as I said, the review committee gets to see the fruits of their labor, the chair of the subcommittee gets to see the fruits of their labor, and our HUD officials. So thank you all for coming out here. So let's give them a round of applause, please. Additionally, we're very fortunate to have, as our host this year, the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Phoenix. The Boys and Girls Club began back in Phoenix in 1946 with just 2 clubs, and now they have 12 clubs in the Metro Phoenix, and I hear they have a new one being developed as we speak with a grand opening forthcoming. The Boys and Girls Club of Phoenix Metro are a longtime CDBG award recipient for facility improvements at as many Phoenix clubs, including this one. Isn't this a great facility? This is a perfect backdrop for something like this to recognize community. So, as well as funds for its after-school power hour and food programs. So I'd like to now ask Tim Emory to come up. He's the Director and Donor of Government Relations at the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Phoenix. Tim has been with the Boys and Girls Club for a 1.5 years, but has also worked as a volunteer member for 7 years prior to joining the club. Tim worked for the Arizona Diamondbacks, no surprise, for 14 years in corporate partnerships and spring training operations in Tucson. Glad to see he made his way up to Phoenix. He twice chaired the Employee United Way campaign for the D-backs and led the team in the D-backs Give Back League that raised over $125,000 over a 2-year span. Please help me welcome and thank him for hosting us here today, Tim Emory.
Good morning. I was just telling Kate who I work with, I'm counting 5 of my signs back here on the wall, which is fun to see. So I was actually in this club. This is one of our oldest clubs. It used to be called the Keykeeper Club. And we're really glad we changed the name because nobody could ever spell Keffer, as you can imagine. So D-backs is a lot easier. But so we watched MLB come in here in 2011 and renovate the club as part of their service for being in the city. So it was really neat to see this thing was taken down to its bones. It has good bones, and then built back up. And I remember one of the first ones to walk in here in July of 2011. It was hot, but it was beautiful, and everybody being here. So we thank you so much. Like mentioned, we are 12 clubs strong. We have 7 in Phoenix, the city of Phoenix, and we're opening our 8th. It's the Balts Community Center. It will also be our new admin offices, and we're very excited. As you may have heard in the last few months, our building flooded twice, and so we've been kind of moving around, and so we're excited to get in this brand new building in a neighborhood that needs us. And really, it's as usual that a neighborhood needs us. You know, we're here. If you look around, it's low income. 50% of our kids are under the federal poverty level. 80% of our kids receive free or reduced lunch. So to tell you a little bit about the clubs, we're basically an after-school service. We're all about safety, education, hunger. All of our kids receive a snack when they get here after school, and then they receive a meal later that night. Sometimes they get fed at school and then here, and that's all that we can be sure of. And so our feeling is one kid not eating is one kid too many. So we served over 286,000 meals last year, which is second after the school district. So which is a huge amount, and it's something that we are very proud of. So talking about safety, talking about just, getting the kids here, always learning. Our kids have to be in school. That's the only thing we require. We don't check citizenship or anything. We just make sure that they're in school and they're eligible to be here. And so what we do then try to do is turn our kids into better citizens. So one of our great stats that we have is for every dollar we raise, we turn that into $19.33 of services saved by the taxpayers in Maricopa County. So we have a program called Smart Girls, which teaches our teenagers to make better decisions. So maybe it keeps that girl, she makes that better decision than what would have happened, and maybe she becomes pregnant, because when she has that baby, somebody has to pay for it, and that's generally the taxpayers. Less for kids are adjudicated, incarcerated. So what we do, we actually save $168 million to the community for our services that we do every day that our kids come to the clubs. CDBG has been fantastic to us. We've been doing it for a long time. I've gone through a couple of years of it, so I go out and we love showing up. We generally like to bring either one of our unit directors or one of our kids, just to really give an idea to the people of who they're helping and how they're helping. We brought Albert in this last round. He's just an adorable kid, and just shows exactly why we are needed in these very tough neighborhoods. We've been helped in several ways. Power Hour is probably one of our favorites. It is a mandatory 45 minutes to an hour of every day of kids doing homework. I could have used Power Hour when I was growing up because I do anything but my homework. So we know that while the kids are at the club, they're going to get it done. So then they can go home and hopefully spend more time with their parents, because odds are their parents are going to be working 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, or going to school. One of our fantastic stats that I love is that 83% of our parents can work because of the clubs, which is a huge amount. We've also had some really good support in regards to the structures. The roof here at this building what didn't have to be redone when the whole club was renovated because of CDBG funds. Our cable club at 16th Street in McDowell, recently we were able to fix a gate. It was broken and kids were coming in and hurting the club, graffiti, but with CDBG funds, we're actually in the process right now of getting that fixed up. And that's what is going to take us kind of back full circle to our bottom line of keeping our kids safe and the ability to learn. So in closing today, I could stand up here and tell you 10 stories that would make you cry. When I was volunteering for the clubs and I led the board, I used to encourage people to get to the club because you have to get that story that's going to get you engaged. Mine, if I tell it, I'm going to start to tear up. So I want to tell you a little bit of a story of hope. So Joanna was one of our kids, Johanna was one of our kids about 3 years ago. She was at our club at 29th Street and Greenway. You might think that's a nicer area. It's not. It's one of the worst neighborhoods in town. She was 14 years old. Both her parents were born in Mexico. And where she was from, when you were 14, you stopped anything you were doing, you had a family. And her parents wanted her to stop going to school in the United States of America and have a family. So to her credit, she fought that. She fought through. She kept going to the club. She graduated high school. Now she's at GCU, and she wants to go to the FBI Academy. I don't think any of us are going to say that she won't do it because she's fantastic. But probably the best part of that story is her mom is now a volunteer at the clubs. So we literally broke a cycle that would have put her into just starting her family again, not getting her education, and now she's going to keep going and hopefully start a family with her FBI accreditation, and probably will come back home to Phoenix, because what you will see is a lot of these kids, the first time they leave, if they go to a ball game, some of them have never left this neighborhood before. Just imagine that. So they've never ridden in an elevator when they get to the ballpark. So they will most likely be the first to graduate high school from their family, certainly the first to go to college, but then they'll likely come home. So when you're seeing our kids around here, they're your neighbors now, but they're also your future workforce. And I think we all want them trained to be better citizens and go to college and then really perpetuate a better cycle than what they're likely to go through without the clubs. So, any questions for me? That's how we do it. Thank you very much.
Tim, thank you so much. Thank you again for hosting, as well as bringing hope to all those children. That's why we're all here. We bring hope and promise to our neighborhoods to make them better and to excel at life. So thank you for all that you all do. And now I'd like to welcome City of Phoenix Councilwoman Kate Gallego. As I mentioned before, she's a staunch supporter of these programs and many community-based programs. As chairwoman of the Neighborhood Housing and Development Subcommittee, Councilwoman Gallego represents Council District 8, includes South Phoenix, downtown, and areas of East Phoenix. She has previously served in several volunteer positions for the City of Phoenix. Councilwoman Gallego graduated from Harvard University and holds an MBA from the University of Pennsylvania. So let's give a warm welcome for Councilwoman Kate Gallego.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Thank you to the Boys and Girls Club for hosting us, and more importantly, for all the work you do for our young people. They are a former award winner, so in good company with all of you who are here today. And it's so exciting to have such a great group of people as our honorees for our big 40th anniversary celebration. It's a major milestone for this program, and we can celebrate so much that has been accomplished over those 40 years. But even in the last year, we've done so much. More than 63,000 sites of graffiti removal, which is exciting for me. I co-chair the anti-graffiti task force, and we need all the help we can get, but this program helps us make our city more beautiful. So many cleanups, including some done by our honorees today. We've honored our veterans. We've helped more than 1,000 homeless veterans in the last year through this program. As the wife of a Marine who served in Iraq, a lot of the people my husband served with came back and had a hard time getting on their feet. This program has been a major tool for helping us with that honoring of our veterans, and is one of the reasons our congressional delegation has been so supportive. My husband represents the area in Congress, and he sends his congratulations to all of the award winners as well, and are glad to see that the federal government can be such an important partner in the important work that you all do here today. The stories are just so heartwarming. The Boys and Girls Club are one of many. I have the pleasure of meeting women who have been able to stay in their home as a widow with the help of reinvestment and rebuilding of their home. And it is good for all of us if they can stay happy and healthy in the home they've lived in their entire life with a little bit of help from the city, the federal government, and our partners. So we will continue to support this important program and make sure that we help you do all the important work that you are doing in this milestone 40 year, and look forward to celebrating many more years to come. So with that, I think it's time to congratulate our award winners.
Thank you, So I'm going to ask the Councilwoman to stay up here to help us present these awards. As we announce each award, please, if the awardee could come up to the front as we read the award. We'll probably stage pictures with this beautiful backdrop at the ballpark here for afterwards. So let's get started with some awards, shall we? All right. Again, these awards are to recognize and highlight the many CDBG and home programs and the agencies and individuals who deliver them year in and year out. I would like to invite Jesse Garcia up to help present the first award. Jesse is a Neighborhood Services Department Housing Development Manager who works closely with our partners who do a lot of the community development efforts that we're recognizing here today. So, Jesse?
Good morning, everybody. I want to, first of all, it's an honor today to bring up the first awardee for the Lupe Sisneros Memorial Award The award is for someone who's been dedicated to the community. The person that is the winner is the person that a lot of things come to my mind: commitment, widespread advocacy, determination, advocate for home buyers. She has been assisting and supporting neighborhoods in Phoenix and in Maricopa County for 26 years. The person I'm speaking of is the Executive Director of Community Housing Resources of Arizona, Joann Hauger. I want to bring her up and congratulate her on her award.
Looks like we're right on the plate.
Congratulations, Joann. We've been working with her for countless years. I know there's lots of you all out there who work with her as well to deliver the many programs and services to our low to moderate income home buyers in particular out there. So thank you for all that you've been doing for residents in the city of Phoenix to make them happy. I would now like to invite Shawn Pierce up to help present the next award. Shawn is a neighborhood services project manager who works with a lot of our public service and public facilities agencies. So Shawn.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to tell you a little story of why this organization deserves this award. You know, think back to your first day of school, any year. I don't care, could have been last year. Your first day at your new job. What do? You want to look your best. Because when you look your best, you feel your best, and you perform well. And that's what Assistance League helps our children to do. They take children who would otherwise not have access to a brand new uniform or new school clothes, to a toothbrush, a personal hygiene kit, school supplies, a new backpack. They give those kids the respect and the honor. When they walk in, they are like every other child who has the ability, and their parents have the ability, to have those resources. The Assistance League works with over 7,500 children, both inside the city of Phoenix and then also in some outlying areas. They work with schools and they partner with these schools. And they don't just do it once. If that child really, really has a need, they will go back and help that child again. Maybe they grow. My son is 6. He grows about 6 inches every 5 minutes. I can't wait till he's 8 foot. We're going to get a basketball career. But this is the commitment that these volunteers have made and that this organization has made over the years. We have funded Operation School Bell for the last 2 years. They have grown the program each year. We are a very small portion of their budget, but they make a huge impact with all the funds that they receive through the City of Phoenix and through CDBG funds. So today it's my pleasure to introduce their Executive Director, Brenda Sperduti, and to also honor their volunteers who, without them, they wouldn't be able to function, because this truly is a very volunteer-based program. So, Brenda, please. So I couldn't just nominate one organization, because that's who I am. This next organization and this next person has dedicated 25 years of his life to improving the lives of those who are the most vulnerable in our community. He's an unsung hero. He doesn't even like to have his picture taken, because when I asked him, he really hemmed and hawed about it, I'll be honest. And that's because he's a behind-the-scenes guy. He makes things possible. He takes what would be a situation where someone might not be able to get out of their home, and he builds a ramp for them. works with volunteers to put in grab bars and spreads this love and dedication and this passion across Arizona, California, and other places, other communities that want to do this similar work. He's seen the program go from a very small program where they did Christmas in April. I don't know if any of you have heard of Christmas in April, where they painted houses, and they started in Garfield, to now they are citywide, community-wide, and like I said, even going outside the state. So Dennis Flynn has dedicated this time to our community, and we wanted to appreciate him for his dedication and his passion. Dennis, if you'd come up, please.
Thank you, both awardees. Dennis, I know we were working over the winter for the NFL. He generously donated a house for a disabled veteran and was looking for a place to do that. So he continues to do the hard work year over year. So thank you for all the hard work both you and Brenda have done. So I would like to invite up Libby Bissa to assist with the next award. Libby is the director of the City of Phoenix Family Advocacy. She was here last year to help us present an award for Homeless Service Provider of the Word. So Libby, if you come on up.
Thank you, and good morning. It's my honor, actually, to present the award for the Homeless Service Provider of the Year. And this organization is Southwest Behavioral Health Services. They have been phenomenal in their partnership with the city on the misdemeanor repeat offender program. And we call it MROPE, and that program actually partners the city's Human Services Department, Prosecutor's Office, Police Department, and then Southwest Behavioral to address homeless offenders and to look at the core issue relating to their homelessness and relating to the offenses that they're engaging in an effort to stop the cycle of all of the activity, and then to find them housing and to engage them in a healthy lifestyle. So since the inception of the program, Southwest Behavioral has conducted more than 100 mental health assessments and have provided case management and housing services to individuals who have been engaged either with the prosecutor's office or with human services. They advocate for their clients through court appearances. They ensure that their clients receive the appropriate services to address the core issues in relating to that critical, the criminal activity and then their homelessness in general. Accepting this service award is Ken Curry with Southwest Behavioral. Ken.
I would now like to invite up to the stage to help me present the next award presentation, Olga Soto from Neighborhood Services. Olga's right here, already up here. She's one of our neighborhood specialists that works closely with our neighborhood associations to better enhance the quality of life that they have there. And so with that, I'll let her introduce our next award.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Congratulations to all the recipients. Today, it's my honor to present the Community Service Hero Award to the Support Sky Harbor Coalition, David Schwartz and Yesenia Pinales, who are here to receive. But I want to tell you a little bit about them. For the last 10 years, or 5 years that I've worked with them, they have done two major cleanups in neighborhoods throughout the Support Sky Harbor Coalition area, which is the Sky Harbor area, which is from the Rio Salado to the 202 on the north, from Central to 48th Street, respectively. But they bring over 500 to some of these cleanups, 500 volunteers that they recruit, but we never have less than 300. They bring big equipment. They bring food. They bring T-shirts. They're so organized that we just have to be there the day of the cleanup because they've already organized. It's my pleasure to have worked with them for the last 5 years. We look forward to doing more cleanups. We've got another one coming up in October. One of the things that they recently started partnering with the City of Phoenix Neighborhood Services on doing some greening projects. They just planted 15 trees in a neighborhood right by Crockett School, which is around 38th Street and Van Buren. These fruit trees are going to be harvested by the community, and the kids will be able to enjoy fruit and also the shade from the trees. So some of the things that they're doing now is greening projects. Not only are they picking up trash, we cleaned up a community where we picked up 49 tons of trash. Each of those cleanups produces at least 20 tons of trash twice a year. So they're doing such a good job in keeping our communities clean. We love them. We love to work with them. And I was just telling David a little while ago that they are the most organized organization that I've ever worked with. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you David Schwartz, Yesenia Pinales, so they can receive their Community Service Hero Award.
David's already working the councilwoman for their next cleanup, Saturday, October 10th, so duly noted. Great supporter. Thank you for all you do out there. They also have contributed. We have several tool trailers at the Neighborhood Service Department, courtesy of Support Sky Harbor, so thank you for all your support. Next, I'd like to invite Christine Mackay up to the stage. She is the Director of the City of Phoenix Community Economic and Development Department. Christine?
Thank you. Good morning. I'm here today to present the Economic Development Award of Excellence. Since 2003, Glenda Hernandez has been operating A&H Painting, providing commercial and residential painting services throughout the Metropolitan Phoenix area, beginning with just one employee. She employs 20 people today in great high-wage jobs that are supporting and taking their families forward. She's painted fire stations, corporate headquarters, personally my favorite kind of buildings, universities, and apartment complexes. Starting as a small family-owned business, Glenda sought out assistance from our City of Phoenix's Management and Technical Assistance Program, run by our own Kedrick Ellison, to help grow her company. Working with a team of consultants that are made available, they assisted her with accounting, public and private procurement, and marketing. Glenda was able to increase her efficiency and productivity for her business practices that have resulted in increased contract bid awards and creating jobs and earning her a reputation for quality service and quality business. The City of Phoenix recognizes A&H Painting for growing a trusted and respected business through hard work, creating jobs in our community. Thank you, Glenda, for all you do.
Well, let's give them all a round of applause again for successful awards. Again, I want to thank you all for what you do each and every day, year in, year out. It's a privilege to work with you all. We love bringing up the staff members and the departments that work closely with you. They're the ones who are out there sweating it out with you, so we think it adds a little more value instead of me reading a script for the whole thing. So hopefully that's helped broken up. Again, I want to thank the councilwoman for coming out. I want to thank Tim and the Boys and Girls Club for making this available today. I didn't know, were you going to announce a tour, Tim, for the facility for anybody? Absolutely. So immediately following this, which is in just a few seconds, Tim would gladly give anybody a welcome tour of this fine establishment. So that concludes our presentations today, and thank you all and have a great day.